T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, own it, own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
Hi, welcome. AEW Dynamite, Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. It is me, one half of your Dynamite dolls, Al, and I'm with, who am I with? My favorite. Look at, back for another week.
I cannot believe that I'm even here. Of course, the one half of the Salt Shakers, the dominating tag team here at Women's Wrestling Talk. This is my second week in a row in AEW and still no catering.
Listen, we made it a little more accommodating for you. Somebody showed up.
Oh, we don't even have to,
for that.
We're gonna have to wait on that. Listen, ooh, child, it was given tonight though, Al. It was definitely given.
It was a night. You know what? We don't have our spice meter in this slide, but how would you rank our? You know, we have a spice rating here.
Listen,
for Dynamite, how do you feel about it?
Okay, so for the most part, right, it was a little mild. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, towards the end with the victory and everything, it definitely got spicy. Definitely did.
So what would you, I guess overall, I would say it's a mild.
Yeah, mild.
It's all right. But it was night 1 of Fyter Fest. I'm so sick of this name. It wasn't funny the first time they did it, and it's not funny now. But here we are, 3 years later. We're still doing Fyter Festy. This was a card, pretty decent, pretty big night, I would say. We started the night off with Wardlow versus Orange Cassidy. Good times.
Let me ask you, did you think for 1 minute that Orange Cassidy was going to win?
No. So the match was announced, and I love Orange Cassidy. Okay. Everyone
me
knows
too.
this. I love him.
Yeah. He's one of the reasons why I actually started watching AEW, to be honest.
I love him.
Yeah.
I love his new music. I love the vibe. Mm-hmm. I love best friends and their matching tracksuits. I want one. Maybe I'll have one for All Out in Chicago. Maybe me and the girls that I'm going with. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. But when this match is announced, I said, why? Why are we making this man into orange juice? Like, why are we doing this? But I was surprised. It was fun. We got a lot of offense from Orange Cassidy. Shenanigans were afoot. best friends did get their manager's license thanks to Danhausen.
Listen, these track suits are something else, honey.
They're so good.
Like, and they're good talkers. They really are.
Yes, Danhausen got the manager's license because last week they got kicked off.
Yeah.
Look, yeah, she's stepping up this week.
She definitely is. Because me,
it's okay.
I leave it to my tag partner because she's the tech savvy one, you know. But Al did her thing with these pictures.
I'm trying. I should do better. I work for a tech company in real life.
TK does like TK acts like that was for TK because TK acts like she's never seen graphics before.
She's proud every of me, week. Let me be praised. We also had anyways, back to the show. Danhausen made an appearance. This was a wild night. This is a perfect mix of comedy and wrestling. This is how you do it. I liked when he ripped the pockets from Orange Cassidy. I liked Orange Cassidy putting the straps back on, He did that for the Twitter girlies.
Listen, tell me what else is going on because, honey.
Oh, wait. Twitter girlies. So, Orange Cassidy, he lost. He did a valiant effort. He tried his hardest.
He did.
There you go. That was how we ended. There you go. Welcome. You're welcome, Internet. I found that for you.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. That's how the match ended.
Should have been me, Lord. Should have been me. I'm not the biggest Wardlow fan.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm gonna swap somebody else. He who shall not be named. Of course. No. But child, this is we say positions. Ariana Grande. This is what she was talking about. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this is
fantastic. Bring back memories. Woo.
Oh, ma'am.
Child, should have been me, Lord. Should have been me, but on Impact. Okay, if you catch my drift, child. Woo. Giving Al some praise. Yes, Al deserves the praise. TK, the shade was for you. Okay, every week you come in here with the same thing. Woo-hoo, look at those graphics. I don't get it because I do the old.
She's proud of us.
Listen, all credit goes to Al. Y'all listen. I hit up Al and I was just like, are you taking care of the pictures? Because normally I'm on the show with Santana, so Santana covers all of that. She's our tech savvy girl over at the Salt Shaker. So, Al is doing her thing, okay? Yeah, what did you think about this match, though, overall?
I liked this match. It was fun. There you go. The end, we showed some respect. So we still love sportsmanship. See, like I said, this is the perfect match of, like, what I like, which is, like, it's fun, but it was competitive. I like the more aggressive side of Orange Cassidy that we've been seeing lately. But he's still the same. This is just a little bit leveled up. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, all of a sudden he changed and he's serious. He still doesn't care. Like when the promo when they said we're gonna cheat, and he's like, well, I don't care. So it's gross. We liked that.
Yeah, I definitely did. I like the sportsmanship.
Yes. Did you like Wardlow coming out with the black TNT title? Because we weren't sure what color he would do.
I do like it a little better. I think the aesthetic that they had with the championship before was definitely Scorpio Sky. Him being, it's more of the Lakers theme. I don't know. I like it though. I like more of. I don't really like color when it comes to titles. Like either give me a black title, give me something gold, give me something that's going to be a little more prestigious, if that makes sense. But overall, yeah, very classic. Now, one of my favorite championships is the old school Intercontinental Championship that had the black belt with the gold and the blue where the water was and everything. I think it was. I thought that was absolutely beautiful. And then I wasn't really too much of a fan of the white strap. I know a lot of people love the white strap, but I personally,
Yeah.
I used to hate, like, honestly, I used to hate the Divas title, like, altogether. Like, I feel like Sasha, like, I thought it was cute, and then I was just like, no. And then, like, of course, I got a custom made and everything, but it's a very interesting title. One of my favorite titles of all time is definitely that SmackDown Women's Championship. It's about that blue. But as far as AEW, I think Jade probably has the best looking title, honestly.
Yeah, I'd say so. I say the TBS. It's that again. It's the blue that pops off of that.
Mm-hmm.
That her title looks so good.
Something about
I
blue.
I was also a big fan of the purple cruiserweight championship. But I'm a purple girl. That was good. I thought that was cute.
You onto something, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And Santana says she likes the Owen Hart titles. They are cute.
They're cute.
They're cute. They're
we don't see them, but they're cute.
We don't get to see them.
They had those.
They're probably plastered in their house and have them like how Miz and Maurice.
Yes.
Mrs. How Miz and Maurice have their titles. I think they kind of have their titles up like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in their living room. I'd show it off.
Jalen said that the FTW is the worst one. I really forget about that title. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah, that's our complaint here. Over here, we get complained there's a lot of titles and we don't get to see them all.
Is that a baby?
What's happening?
Girl, Santana been over here in these goddamn comments learning bullshit from Jalen.
The baby
is crazy.
Oh. I call this Wild Wednesday, so yeah, what do I expect?
Listen.
So after this match, Jericho talks some smack. Yeah. I don't know if you heard anything he said.
Girl, he said he was the Painmaker.
Yeah, he's gonna be Painmaker, so expect the eyeliner next week.
He was talking some shit to Eddie Kingston. Now, normally I put the man on mute. I really do, especially when it comes to AEW. But baby, let me tell you something. That man told Eddie Kingston, "You're not facing Chris Jericho. You're facing the Painmaker." Okay, this is a whole nother like. This is a whole nother level. And the only issue that I have with it is that nothing happened. Like I like promos when they're interrupted or chaos is caused or something of that subtle nature. Right. But what did you think about? What were some of the highlights from what he was saying?
I wouldn't say there was much highlights from it. I thought it was weird the way he talked about Ruby. He said, "You're Ruby." Like, why? She's not a title. She's a person on her own. It just, the wording rubbed me the wrong way. Okay. And I enjoy women being a part of male storylines, having it all intertwined.
Absolutely.
I don't think Ruby needs to be a part of this. I think it was fine for Blood and Guts. But I think it should have ended at Blood and Guts. I don't think she needed to be smashed last week. I don't think she needs to be in this. Yeah. I don't think Eddie Kingston over here needs to fight for her honor. Yeah. He's talking directly in the camera. Yeah, I should have warned you. Warning.
Girl.
But like, look at her in the back. That's not Ruby Soho. Like, she's a badass and she's cowering in the corner letting somebody fight for her. It's just weird to me. This is weird.
I'm scared. Do you not know? Like, me and Santana will beat the shit out of Eddie Kingston at the same time. Like, I won't beef. If I came to AEW and they asked me who I wanted, I would lay it on the table and tell them, Eddie Kingston every week. I want to brawl. I want to go to
Oh, my dude,
GCW
Eddie.
match. Oh yes, I would kick his ass every chance I get. Because
Not
he's
my
one of
dude,
those.
Eddie.
That man is not a wrestler. That man is a fighter. Like,
Yes.
but
He
he
will
he
fight
cuts.
you.
He will, and he cuts one hell of a promo. Like
Yes.
the guy can
It
talk.
it almost makes me interested. They're gonna have a barbed wire everywhere match.
Mhm.
Jericho Appreciation Society is gonna be in a stupid shark tank for
Yep.
Shark Week. Ugh. No, I'm not kidding. That's the reason why I hate it. I love. It's weird. Like it's weird.
Why are we here?
They're
Like
gonna just be in a shark tank next like cage. It's weird,
it's got to be the funniest shit, honestly.
right?
But
They're
I
like,
like their feud. I really do. I honestly
yeah,
feel as if they put on a good. They get. It's like two drunk ass uncles at the
absolutely.
barbecue, and Chris Jericho done said something to Eddie Kingston child, and now Jericho's like, hold the hell up, and Eddie Kingston like, nah, I'll beat everybody ass in here, and then me and
What?
Santana turn around.
Exactly.
I'm like, who
Listen,
the
somebody just asked Jericho where he was January 6th. He got mad about it. Eddie got to fight for his honor. It is what it is.
hell had to move him from the screen, girl? Wait, what? Because I know I learned today that his wife has some affiliation and has made some comments
They're a
to
little questionable. They
the
got some
Proud
questionable
Boys.
politics.
Oh my God. I did
Yes.
not know that. Lord.
Listen. So this is why they're fighting. Yeah, that's also what takes me out of Jericho.
So wait.
But
So Eddie Kingston is defending.
he's defending Ruby.
Okay. All right.
It's weird. Like
Mm, I
like
don't know.
cult. I think he's
No, I'm not,
semi Ruby too, or like he's like protecting her. It's like stupid.
now, Ruby Soho is definitely has supported, and we've done an interview with her before. Um, and she has supported women's wrestling talk over the years. Me personally, I wasn't a big fan of the Riot Squad. I'm not the biggest fan of Ruby Soho, and it's because of booking.
Yeah.
I do believe that they haven't really given her anything as much. So I will say at least seeing her in a storyline is great, but Jesus Christ. I
This
mean,
is.
mm,
She's
mm.
not a damsel in
They
distress.
could have put the title on her. They could have let her beat Britt for the title, and then Britt come back and beat her for the tournament. Like for her to not have like literally any accolades besides being a Joker.
Mm-hmm. And
That
now she's tied with them. But moving on. Didn't mean to hit so fast. Jon Moxley, Takeshita. I can't say his name every time, but he's adorable. He's great. Love to see it. They had a great match.
somebody was calling him. People were saying his name looks like take a shit
No, poor boy.
or take shit up. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to butcher his
Takeshita.
name because
I
listen,
think I wrote it phonetically to myself so I could see it.
when the New
Takeshita.
Japan kids come over here, listen, I don't butcher their names. The only one I know I get right is Kushida. That's
There you
about
go.
it. And
That's
then Tamahashi.
But yeah, I wrote it phonetically. Takeshita. Very cute. Like, I love that they're giving him such a platform.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's great. I think this match was great. He's a
Yeah,
star.
it was a very like hard hitting, striking kind of match.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely gave me like Moxley definitely pulled out some of those GCW vibes. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's ruthless.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
I'm like this about like Brian Danielson too. Like I wasn't a big fan of Daniel Bryan, but I like Brian Danielson, and I like Dean Ambrose, but I think John Moxley is just so much better. Like
Yeah.
there's so much. There's something about his intensity, his way to really like. This man can wrestle any style,
Exactly.
anyone, any place, and it's good to see him be able to consistently defend this interim spot. It's going to be very interesting to see, once CM Punk comes back. I really hope they don't pull the trigger on Moxley. I just really don't. Normally, from what I've seen, of course, Mercedes was interim Ring of Honor Women's Champion, and Deanna was the current Ring of Honor Women's Champion, and the interim champion ended up going over. Now that a little more mechanics that went into that, I feel like, but with this, I'm like, are we just gonna enjoy Moxley now, and then CM Punk just comes back and takes his championship? Which I'm gonna be very honest, like CM Punk becoming champion, I don't think that was a good idea. But that's just me.
Okay. I'm a big CM Punk guy. I was there. I lost it. It was great.
Uh-huh.
I love CM Punk. But I think it's nice to have Mox as champ because he didn't get to have a championship reign. He had to be a pandemic champion. So this is kind of like what we would have saw 2 years ago. I think he's very good at being a champion. And like you said, Dean Ambrose was kind of goofy. And Mox was more serious. I did like Dean Ambrose. I got the t-shirt. I got the tank top that says unstable. Like, so, but this is who he's always wanted to be, who he is, just as a person. So that's why I think we connect with it more.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Great match.
Child.
Then we got a House of Black promo. How do you feel? Okay, I don't think we talked about how you feel about Julia Hart in House of Black, and have you seen much of it?
So I met her at Battle Slam. She was there for Lee. Oh God, I almost said his name. She was there for Lee Johnson, and rooting him on. And I actually got to speak to her for a little while. She's very pleasant, and she's absolutely so gorgeous. Like, she's just naturally pretty. I like that she's kind of changed her direction in a sense, but I'm still fairly new to the House of Black in a sense, but I think she fits well. One extra person that I would love to see them throw in this is Abaddon, because we don't get to see Abaddon as much, and I feel like she would be so amazing to this. But then I know that for a while, a lot of people were like, okay, Bray Wyatt has to be in this somehow. I still think that's a possibility. I know I read a tweet. Well, I watched Sean Ross Sapp talk about it, and he was like basically saying he's been bugging them about about him coming to AEW. So they were like, look, whenever we find out something, we'll let you know. So I agree with Santana though. I think she does fit well. And I like the more darker look because I wasn't a fan of her. Like, I'm not a big fan of baby faces, as you know. Like, I'm super heel. Like, Cora Jade turned last night, and I was so like, I had the most biggest grin on my face. Like, and I like Cora, but now I'm like, okay, I'm definitely gonna be paying more attention to her. But with that being said, I think that Julia, I think she really needed this. Like, this is how you build your women without a title. She doesn't need to be a champion. She's building her character. And I think that it just works, honestly. And I would love to have her on, honestly.
Let's talk, Julia.
Yeah, hit us up, Julia. See what's going on. Because I would love for us to be able to like talk to her and ask her like what went in to the whole look and the imagery. Because this still picture that we have, honestly, I'm feeling it. And she's made me pay way more attention to House of Black, honestly.
I love House of Black.
Yeah.
I love Malcolm. I love Brody King, California dude. Love him. But you're right. I really, really like her with them. It gives her a character. Her promos are really good. She's not just standing there being like, I'm pretty, I'm a cheerleader. And we have no idea who she is or what she's about. Like, and she's committed to a gimmick. She's committed to whatever she's doing. I will say that. She was committed to being a cheerleader. she had that eye patch on forever, committed to a gimmick. I saw her in Vegas at karaoke with the eye patch on. She always had that eye patch on. She probably ruined her vision. She's like a baby. She probably messed that up. But she's committed, and I really think Malachi and Brody are going to help her so much because they're amazing at promos. Their wrestling obviously is amazing. I think they have great minds, and they'll help her a lot. So it's good for her. I'm very excited. And she sounds confident when she speaks too.
Yeah.
Like even the first promo, I was like, oh, I didn't know you had that in you, girl. Like, good for you.
She does. Definitely.
Then Christian and his, I don't even know what to call him. Now Luchasaurus came out, cut a promo on Julia's old friends, Varsity Blondes. Talked a lot of smack about Brian Pillman Jr.'s dad. He just loves being gross and rude. Like, I love a healed Christian, but it's just a little, ooh. Like,
I live for a healed Christian. No, I'm not even mad. Like,
I love healed Christian.
Yeah, I think I like him. I prefer him better because when he was, of course, I got to see him at the Impact show last summer. And, you know, he was doing his thing there. And, of course, he defended his championship against Josh Alexander. And all that mess happened at Bound for Glory, you know. But I did get to see him as a face. And I'm actually a little jealous, to be honest. Because, like I said, I love a good heel. Like, I love me a good heel. And I think that his mic skills are just 10 times better. And I'm not trying to make this a whole AEW and, WWE thing. But I have to be honest. I prefer Christian over Edge, 100%. When it comes to like watching his matches, cutting his promos, like I think that Edge was on a roll and then they just dropped the ball and now he's in this promo. I think it's him that they run the vignette every Monday night or whatever. But I just think Christian is just so more, to me, just a little more ruthless in his heel run. And I think Edge is the better face. And I think that Christian is the better heel. And of course, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of crap for this, but they compare the women all the time. So I'm going to compare the men. Okay? I don't give a damn.
It's only fair, especially for your tag team. I've always been a Christian fan. This is a safe space for Christian stans. He's such a better heel, though. He's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Gage is the best guy I've ever seen. I've been watching wrestling since '91. Okay, well that's
a long time.
That's a long time.
That's a lot of heels.
He is probably one of the. I think he's like that WrestleMania where Trish and him. Crazy, right?
That moment.
That's all I have to say, right?
Because it just pops an image in my head of that. Yes, it's so good.
I think Jericho's a good heel too, but I think that he's a good balance. Like Jericho's a good balance. But pertaining to this match specifically, like the way that Luchasaurus ran through the Varsity Blondes like that, girl, I was like, okay, we're picking up pace. We picking up pace here, you know.
He's got things to do.
And obviously, it was going to be a squash match, you know. But what do, you know? Can we have Luchasaurus versus Black Taurus?
We'll see. If the door's open.
If the door, I think the door is closed.
It's fine. Probably. But yeah, it's weird. He is like his little like lackey now. Mm-hmm. I appreciate the turtlenecks in Christian. You got to keep a look. It's giving me evil professor, evil genius. He's he's in his villain era, and I love it. Yes.
First of all, I don't think she's the biggest heel. I think she's the best talker. I think she's one of the best talker in AEW. And first of all, she's the only woman, since we're here, that will go down in history as the only woman in the pillar. But we'll get to that later.
What?
Um,
I got that slide coming.
Okay, let's be honest. Charlotte is, oh my God, like, let's be honest, okay? This is AEW, okay? So let's not, because I will talk about Charlotte for 30 minutes, okay? We don't want to do that. But
You
yeah.
buying those rings? You buying those expensive ass rings you saw?
Woo, child. Listen, hell no, okay? I'm sad because they were selling a commemorative signage of her, and I didn't know that there was a time limit on it.
Oh
And now
no!
it's sold out. So,
Oh no!
but I do have, well, thanks to Santana, I actually do have a signed poster because when I left the Cricket Wireless store, I was crying so bad that mine flew. Like mine flew into the street. And so luckily Santana got one as well, and she gave me hers.
Oh,
I have it. Oh, it's all the way over there. But I have it. I've been collecting like I think I have like 4 Deanna signed pictures. I have one for Charlotte, one from Trey, one from Chelsea, 2 from Chelsea Green, 2 from Tasha Steeles. But anyway, yeah, when I left the pavilion, when I left the Cricket Wireless, I was like frantic.
oh no!
It takes Santana to tell you. I was so frantic that it flew away. So Santana gave me hers, and I was just like, "Are you sure?" She was like, "Trust me, you trust me." I know.
You. That I also have a traumatic Cricket Wireless signing story.
Who
when I
was
met
it?
Becky Lynch. It was Becky Lynch. So I met Becky. I
Wow.
met half the words from it. So
Yeah, we were at Cricket Wireless. No, we were at Cricket
Yeah.
Wireless. That's how we got.
Yeah.
They do it through Cricket because that's who they're sponsored by, and that's who. That's how we got portable chargers and everything.
Oh, I got a Santa hat because it was Christmas time.
Oh, that's
I got a Cricket Santa hat when I met Becky. So I met Becky, and I just started my podcast. She cuts a promo for my podcast, right? It's fire, just off the cuff, right? I just put I go, hey, can you do this? It's fire. It's amazing. I had it on a selfie stick and didn't unplug it, so there was no sound. So I'm like, oh my God, you guys, like, we got it. I get in the car and I was like, no. Yeah. Yeah, I have the video. You could read her lips. It's a fire promo.
Okay, we're gonna find a way.
Yeah, so I hope to one day rectify this with Becky one day.
Happen.
But yeah,
you're gonna get Becky and Bailey, and I'm gonna get Charlotte and Sasha, and then we're gonna complete the 4.
I got to get Charlotte and Sasha, which I'm probably never gonna get Sasha. Let's be real.
Well, she'll be at C2E2 in Chicago, August 6th and 7th. I've already, for those that want to know the deets, it's $160 for a photo op and a picture. It's $50 general admission for Sunday. So for those that want to go, it's C2E222.com/ something. I can't remember it, but it's on their website. Make sure you check it out. But who knows? We may see. People think Sasha's gonna pop up in AEW, but I don't know.
Could you imagine?
Hell no.
I'm gonna be in Chicago for All Out, so I'll be there looking around.
Is that the same? What weekend is that?
Labor Day weekend, so it's a month later.
August.
Yeah, she's not gonna be there. But let's go back to matches. We gotta talk about these dudes. Claudio versus Jake Hager, with Jake was wearing some bad tights, but I didn't get a good picture of his entrance. But look at Claudio. Look at this man.
He's a good thing, but I'm probably gonna get a lot of crap for this. But I like Hager.
Anyways, then we went swinging. It was a great time.
I heard he's a little problematic.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, and I don't have the deets, but I do like watching him wrestle. So I don't know that I'll have to catch up to speed on the other stuff. I'm pretty sure it's probably some American patriotic shit. Okay. Well, here we are.
It's giving young Republican. It's giving, yeah.
It's giving Lacey Evans.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
So we went swinging. The other two dudes, I always forget their name. 2.0 interfered. They interfered. They try to win, but my dude Claudio won because, of course, he's gonna win because he's super strong, super handsome, all the things.
And you can't let your new guy take a L like that.
Yeah, it's his first singles match. They made a point to say this is his first singles match.
Oh, wow.
On AEW,
Wow.
on Dynamite, not on in general, but his first singles match was Zack Sabre. But this is his first singles match on Dynamite, so of course he's gonna win. Yeah, but it was a good match. I'm
happy to see him happy.
He's so happy.
For one,
it makes me happy.
This man is fine as hell. Okay, there are some baddies over there at
this man.
Baby, let me tell you, because I don't think he was on the card tonight, but baby, happy belated birthday to Isaiah Cassidy. Okay.
They give a week off.
That man is top tier. I actually got to meet him at Battle Slam. And we actually got to we danced. We did his little dance that he be doing. And that man is absolutely like so nice. But the daddies definitely live over in AEW for sure. But Claudio, I always thought he was fine as hell since he was Cesaro. And one of my favorite tag teams, and I'm gonna go on the limb and say this, of all time in WWE, not just past, present, whatever. One of my favorite tag teams in WWE is The Bar. Absolutely adore them. I love them. I literally we don't set the bar, we are the bar. Like I love them. And I'm not the biggest Sheamus person either. Like I love him and I love his work, but them together was magical. And I just thought they were such a great team, especially when you're around, people like the Usos, people like the New Day. I really enjoyed their run in WWE.
Very underrated tag team.
Hey, Bobby.
I'm good. How are you, Bobby?
We are swell tonight.
Listen, we just got to talk about Claudio, so
I know, right. But no,
I bought his coffee. I gotta make it. I have it.
Tell me how it is.
I think I'll make a video, but anyway.
I was going to say, you got to do a reel.
I will. I'm going to do something. So then after that, here we go. It's time for the ladies. It was the ladies' time.
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Let's go. I literally put my customer on pause. I'm not lying to you. Put my customer on pause. I don't the motherfucking DMD.
Before I let you go off on your tangent, which you deserve. This is fine. You're a guest in my home. I will let you speak.
Thank you.
Before our beautiful DMD came back.
Yeah.
We had Thunderstorm. We're talking about they love tagging together. We talked about Thunder Rosa. She went over to Japan this weekend. Mm-hmm. She has a challenger for the title. Miyu. Can't say her last name, but you know what I'm talking about. Google it.
It was on Dark this week.
Yeah.
She lost.
All the way. She lost, therefore that's why she can challenge for the title.
Crazy.
She's coming to America. And then what happened? There you go. Take it.
Of course, the DMD herself can see you now. The doctor will see you now. Britt Baker, the only woman in AEW history that will go down as the pillar of this company, built it from the ground up. One of the greatest AEW champions, not just men, not just women, in entirety. forever go down in the AEW Hall of Fame as one of the greatest. And let's not forget to mention a fellow Taurus as well. So make sure you put your bulls up too. Jamie Hayter and her actually share a birthday, which I think is crazy. But I popped so freaking hard. Santana will tell you, literally minutes before, I'm like, dang, I really wish Britt would just pop up, but she's not, because obviously she doesn't have anything to do with Anna Jay, and she doesn't have anything to do with Serena D, right? I'm with my customer. I'm like, hold on. Sorry. I see her head. I start to turn my laptop. I'm like, look, I'm gonna have to check you in fast because this is serious. I didn't even get to go back and watch what she said, but I did get some of the gist of what was said. Thank you to Britt Baker, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, for coming to save my fucking life. It has been in shambles since you left, Britt, and I am honored to say that I'm sitting here tonight. Cannot even fucking believe it that I'm sitting here talking about this during your return. Now, I will say this, to each its own, because Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm actually look like a good tag. I don't really like to see a champion in a tag team with a non-champion unless you're about to turn and something's going to happen. If Toni costs her the match or something like that, which I don't think will happen. But all in all, I am super ecstatic to see my girl, and these jeans are so fucking cute. I hope she posted a picture. Shout out to Jamie too. I don't know when she's gonna I don't know what's gonna happen with Britt and Jamie. I don't know if they're gonna stay friends or whatever, but I'm so freaking put your flags in the fucking air, man. Shout out to the whole Britsburg in the motherfucking building. Shout out to Britt Lana. Shout out to Brenna C. I can't even fucking say it. Brit, I don't give a fuck. I'm so happy to have her back because, of course, I mean, Charlotte's out, Sasha's out, and honestly, I've had Deanna and Chelsea carrying me through this sad time. So to see Britt, one of their best friends, and honestly, the conversation that I was able to have at WrestleCon with Britt, I cannot wait to meet her. I can't wait to meet her again and see her again. And honestly, Britt is the fucking goat, man. I know she gets a lot of shit, dude. I've heard so many rumors about her. I've heard from, stopping people's bags to all kinds of other shit. And honestly, I don't know what the hell goes on behind the scenes, but she was so down to earth, and you could feel the Taurus energy just rambunctiously moving. So I'm just happy to be here to talk about her return. But let me ask you this. What do you think is next for Thunder Rosa? Do you think it's going to be Jamie going after the title and finally getting her opportunity?
I feel like these two are, or at least Jamie will. There's going to be the match. Like I said, we've established we have a next competitor already, but it was kind of brushed aside. Like we said last week, we have Thunderstorm, Britt and Jamie are back. I mean, Mercedes and Serena, that's dead. But there could be more tag teams. I don't know what's happening. It's very confusing, but I like to see it. Yeah, it's a lot of confusion. I think things are still up in the air. Are we gonna get a women's tag team for AEW?
No.
Are we?
Well,
it could. It feels like it's leaning this way.
Let's just be honest.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you have Kiera Hogan and Red Velvet. They could be a tag. Sonny Kiss can be thrown in the mix. Add him to the baddies. Let him and Nyla be tag team champions. That'd be amazing. Honestly. You have Thunderstorm. You have Britt and Jamie. I mean, the list goes on.
There's girls that are on Dark that could just, give Sky Blue a friend. Give everybody a friend. Athena and Chris Statlander are already there.
Speaking of Sky Blue, she has a very interesting opponent coming up in August for Warrior Wrestling. If you haven't,
Ooh, who's she fighting?
I don't know if we can. Are we allowed to say her name around here? I'll
Oh,
take.
wait, no. That's right. I remember now.
We finally get to see who she will be facing, and it is Sky Blue. So, and Sky Blue is very known in the Warrior Wrestling realm, and Trey Miguel is also on that card. He'll face another. He'll face Swerve from AEW as well. So a lot of AEW influence for Warrior Wrestling. So I can't wait to see those ticket sales. This is probably one of the few Trey matches that I will miss. But I'm going to see him on. I'm going to see him this weekend. I'm going to see him on the 24th. I'm going to see him August 21st. I'm going to see him August 26th, 27th, and yeah. So I can miss one.
Just be careful. Just careful. It's all in fun, right? He doesn't need to get a restraining order, right?
No, he doesn't. No, he had some really some terrible travel during Canada. Air Canada, y'all need to get y'all shit together for real. If I have to come up there,
everyone is. I saw Joey Janela the other week. He got stuck over there. It's a mess. Flights are a mess right now. Be careful, everybody, if you're traveling.
It is, but it is what it is. But yeah, just happy to see Britt, and I think that Britt and Thunder Rosa, as far as females go, women here in the in AEW, I do believe they will have one of the greatest feuds in history, and I don't think they're done at all. But
so would you go so far to say is Britt Thunder All Out in September? That's the kind of road we're on.
I don't know. I don't know if is Jamie. My question to this, because as a fellow Taurus, we are very competitive. Is Jamie going to sit back once again and watch Britt have another reign, and she has yet to touch gold? Unless she's going to be the one to dethrone Jade, which I don't see happening. I honestly think Jade is going to hold this title forever and ever and ever at this point, and I have no issue with it. But with that being said, is Jamie going to sit back and watch Britt continue to climb the mountain, knowing that Jamie is just as good as a wrestler, maybe not a better talker, but Jamie Hayter, let's just be honest, one of the greatest, one of the best pure wrestlers in AEW, man or woman, it doesn't matter. She puts on bangers. So is she going to stand by, or are they going to introduce the tag team titles and go that route? Because what it reminds me of, Britt and Jamie remind me of Raquel and Dakota, even though it didn't go in the way that I thought it would. There's a lot of similarities in that mode where Britt has obviously had her reign, and I always thought Dakota would be the one to get her reign first, but it was Raquel. So I don't know. I just know that if he can focus on multiple females, Jamie Hayter has to be at the top of that list some way, somehow.
Well, I'm going to give them a little points tonight because we did see multiple women tonight, multiple storylines that we don't always see. We usually see a baddies and then that's it, or we see one or the other. So even though we got it in this big chunk of time, which I hate, well, for me it's 6:30 because I'm on the West Coast, but this half hour, we got 40 minutes left of the show. Here's the women's time.
We saw about 10 women.
Yeah.
We saw Ruby. We saw these four. We saw Ruby. We saw Anna Jay. We saw Serena Deeb. We saw Tay Conti. We also saw all three of the baddies. So that's 11.
I don't have hands anymore. Good for them.
Wow.
And we saw Julia Hart.
And Julia Hart. Wow, 12 women.
A
Now,
whole dozen.
shout out to all my AEW sexuals out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Listen, they live on Twitter.
I'm not. No, we're not doing that. That's not. You need to no.
That's what they. That's what they self-proclaim.
Listen, that's a teeny tiny section of Twitter that I am not a part of. That is not. No. Cut it. I'm gonna kick you out of the feed. I'm about to do the show by myself. I can't. No. I do not claim that.
When I heard that shit, I was like, that's the funniest shit I've ever heard in wrestling. Period.
But the fact that some people say it's serious is odd. But but you're right. We saw so many. Keep this energy up, Tony. And I tell you this all the time. Keep it up. Please. Please. It's not that hard. See how easy it was to do it tonight? Do that again next week. And maybe you could spread it out throughout the show. I've told you this before. They don't have to be in one chunk.
Yeah.
You could spread it out.
There it is.
Hire me, Tony, for more good ideas. I know you'd steal them. But you're right. We had a match. There was also wrestling. And Anna Jay and Serena Deeb brought. Anna Jay gets better every time she's in the ring. She stepped up every time.
That was the consensus tonight. She's so good.
She's so good. She's getting so good, and it's so cool. Like Britt, to see people start an AEW or even wherever, but to see people grow is so cool. I love that. That's also what I love about wrestling. It's just you get to watch people grow. It's also what I like about indies. You get to see people move on and things, but seeing her grow is so cool. To be this Anna Jay.
Absolutely. Because honestly, I mean, Serena Deeb being the professor of wrestling, she's like the natty over here in a sense, and no one's better than Natty team, but
true.
I think that Serena Deeb she's really good. And I'm not going to lie. When I first saw this match, I'm like, all right, whatever. Yeah. We're just getting a women's match for no fucking reason. We're just getting a random ass, no story. But this is AEW, obviously.
Yeah.
But to see Anna Jay's growth, and we've interviewed her before. I know TK, Mika, and Santana were all on the interview, and she's very transparent too, and she's very easy to talk to. I thought that was one of our best interviews, honestly. And then just moving forward, I think that she has, like you said, she's grown so rapidly, and you can tell that she has grown. I want to say something, but I'm not gonna say it. But I'm gonna say this: she is in the ring who other people think someone else is in WWE. I'm just gonna leave it at that. She is the epitome of actually growing as a wrestler and becoming better in the ring. And I think that she deserves to be a champion. I really do. I think Anna Jay deserves to be potentially it's hard to pick. I think she would be good with TBS, but I think that if she holds the AEW Women's World Championship, I think that would just solidify her legacy here, because she's barely scratching the surface, and she's dominating work, and she's in a faction, and it just looks good. But with Serena, I do think that she's proving to a lot of people, same with Taya Valkyrie, that age is just a number. And it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter where you are in your life. There's always time to grow. And I think, and obviously we saw at the end, what happened and everything. But
We'll get there. But I agree. I don't like Serena's not my favorite for many reasons, but she's not my cup of tea. She's not. I can't deny she's not a great wrestler. She does, with Anna Jay, like obviously putting Anna Jay in somebody with the ring with somebody like Serena is great for her to learn. Still, not a big Serena person. That's just me. But I can't deny her skills in the ring. But I do also appreciate, like you said, AEW does have women of all ages. And, like, it doesn't matter. And they're just, like, killing it, and it doesn't matter. So, like, in men, too. Like, it doesn't matter their age. As long as you're good, you're good. So I do respect that about AEW, because you don't have to be 20 years old. You could be close to 40. You could be whatever. Women don't die at like 38. Like that, their careers are not dead.
Right.
And then, so Serena did win, but then we got a little interruption. Mercedes Martinez came and saved the day, because these two will be fighting at the Death Before Dishonor.
I believe so.
Ring of Honor. Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm. So these two will be going for the Ring of Honor Championship.
Baddie.
They were just tagging.
They were a whole tag, and now Santana said it. Santana said it was gonna happen.
I mean,
She did.
I don't trust Serena Deeb. I wouldn't trust her. If I was Mercedes doesn't need to trust anybody. She's Mercedes Martinez. She doesn't need anybody.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think someone's gonna pop up.
A debut?
I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be someone that has had history with ROH. I don't know if it's gonna be Britt, because that's just, I don't know. For some reason,
Why not?
Why not, right? But I do think that something is gonna happen at this card, like something big for the women, and I don't know if I'm just like trying to have my hopes high for this, because Tony's he's been on the roll. He really has. He's been on a roll with the women. He's been doing a lot. And Mercedes Martinez, add her to the list. 13 women now.
How we counted her? I don't know. Everybody.
I think it was 13. Now Mercedes, but
I'm so proud of you, Tony.
She looks good. I've always thought that Mercedes is just fine as hell. Like, she's definitely my woman crush when it comes to like the women's wrestlers, and we've done an interview with her as well. Santana and TK as well. So I just personally think that. Oh shit. I just personally think that there's no chance in hell that Mercedes is losing this title. Yes, am I not allowed to have a woman crush?
Come on.
Jesus Christ. Go get the strap, Mercedes. I'm taking it to another step. Jesus. We're in the same community.
I am in my FE proud mark. It's my rainbow. Pride is every day.
Let's see, honey. We love it. But no, I've always, from the time I went back and watched some of her stuff in Evolve. And I was very new to Mercedes when she came to NXT. So I went back, and I do this with a lot of people. I did it with Deanna. I did it with Britt. I watched a lot of Britt stuff on Indies. Even with Chelsea Green, it's Will Ospreay. Okay.
Ugh.
I know, right?
You should pick somebody else.
Trust me, he has no idea. But when I saw Mercedes, I was just so obsessed with her aesthetic. And I remember her having a few matches in NXT, and I wanted her, Raquel, and Rhea to be in a faction. I really wanted that. And they were so dominant. And I just think that Mercedes just wasn't booked properly. And I don't know if it was just, I don't know what it was, but her in AEW and holding this ROH Women's World Championship. Yeah.
There you go. Well, everybody's.
Okay. Everybody's.
We all love Finn.
Tell him to go back to the coochie.
Yeah, we're mad about.
Listen,
he's a real heel. He's wearing pants. It's rude.
But no, I think with Mercedes, I just have always been so impressed with her, and I thought she was going to be a champion. That didn't happen, but now she's carrying. Listen, the night she won that title was my birthday, so I wasn't that happy because you lose to Deanna, Deanna loses, it pisses me off. Okay, I didn't do anything that night. Literally, I stayed at my house. This was the most important thing to me. I didn't give a fuck about anything else. Literally, my 30th birthday.
I remember this.
At home, and and Deanna literally new gear, right? New the yellow and black gear. Her and Britt took the selfie, so of course there were a lot of things, but I was not that happy about the results, but. Looking back at everything, I think that now that, Deanna and Chelsea have finally gotten what they've wanted from the NXT days, Mercedes Martinez is finally getting something from her days. I think it's very important to highlight what she will bring to this division no matter what. But I think when she wins, something's going to happen. Yeah. I don't know. I'm nervous.
WWE did. But AEW and Ring of Honor picked it up, and she's doing the thing now. She's where she belongs.
Definitely.
She looks good with that Ring of Honor title.
She really does. She really does. And I think now, knowing what I know, knowing what we know about NXT 2.0, everything makes sense. Yeah. Even with Dakota, like everything just makes sense. Well, King Coda, everything just makes sense now, and I think that.
Do you think King Coda come out for Ring of Honor?
Oh my God, please. I want her at Impact though. And I think Jordan Grace knows something that we don't. And I'm almost certain that she's probably in talks. But I think with Sasha Banks and King Coda, I think they're gonna want to go to Stardom. Yeah. Just to be honest. But
well, Stardom did just say they're going to start doing shows in America with New Japan because that's the American way to be intergendered. So it would be beneficial for them to sign a big American name if you're going to tour America.
I just want, what Jordan Grace said in that interview about King Coda is absolutely right. Her and Mia Yim, her and Deanna, her and Chelsea, her and Mickie James. There's so many outlets that King Coda has in Impact. And I just believe that she would be treated in the right manner and be giving the correct I don't know. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen, but I pray that I'm there when it does. It would have to be a big show. And I think that next for Impact is Emergence. And after that, the big is going to be Bound for Glory. So
do you think we're waiting all the way? Because that's what, October for Bound for Glory?
October 7th is Bound for Glory. I don't know, but I was there for Mia Yim. And I literally got a text message from Franchise, who is one of our he comes in a lot and he supports and he goes to a lot of the Impact shows. And he was like, because I love spoilers, I do, I'm not gonna lie. He was like, you're about to see Mia Yim. And I kid you not, I'm not even kidding you. It was like 2 seconds. All the lights went out. And I'm like, holy shit. And her music drops. And so for me to be there, it was just one of those like, holy shit, like anything can happen. Even though she has had her run already with Impact, the fact that she came out after the AAA Raider Del Reigns championship match with Taya Valkyrie and Deanna made me question everything. So I think anything is possible, but the same rules apply for ROH. And Deanna Purrazzo has had history in ROH. Allure has obviously had history in ROH. Angelina Love and Mandy. Anything can happen. And I'll definitely be watching. We might do a post show. So, you know, I have to jump on that. But I don't know. I'm ready for whatever transpires with Serena Deeb and Mercedes Martinez. I think they're gonna put on a banger and have one of the matches of the night, honestly.
So yeah, I feel like they've been building this Ring of Honor pay-per-view a little bit better than Forbidden Door. I'll be real.
Yeah, I said might because hello, Jonathan Gresham. He is on the card. Like that man is a specialist. Okay, I'm just saying. And I don't know if this is the only women's match we're gonna get, but yeah,
It might be.
it might be.
It might be. But like I said, feels like they've been really good about adding Ring of Honor to Dynamite, to Rampage, to build up this pay-per-view. Again, a little bit better than Forbidden Door. We know what's happening. You know, things have been building a little bit. You know, we have Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta. Like, that was another promo for the Pure title. So, we've known this for a couple weeks. Like, it's weird. So, Tony can multitask. Look at you, Tony. We do need one more women's match. Yes. Who would you? Okay, what's the second match you would want on Ring of Honor?
Ruby.
Okay.
Soho and Tay Conti in a number one contenders match
For Ring of Honor or AEW?
for Ring of Honor.
Okay.
Ruby goes over, and then
I want Ruby and Mercedes. I want to see that.
Yeah, I think Ruby. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Ruby fan, but I do think she deserves a little more. And I don't think they've done shit with her since she's in.
She's not a damsel in distress. I'm sick of it. I don't like it. Well, speaking of Tay Conti, we're just skipping ahead. We got a baddies promo. We got a interim baddie. There's some drama between these baddies. But let's just all look at him. Look at him. Beautiful, stunning.
Oh, Willow. I forgot about her.
Mm-hmm. But yes. That one.
You're all wet.
Yes. Stokely killed me. He said, like Wu-Tang's for the children. I said, sir. Spans and menace.
That's the VR chat, by the way, but I love Leila Grey.
Look at her.
I mean, she had these jeans on, but
can't win them all. But there's tension between the baddies. She's the interim baddie.
interim baddie is crazy.
I've never heard the word interim more in my life than like the past month and a half.
Oh my god, it's awful.
I even heard it at my job. It was
weird.
weird.
Do you think I was gonna say?
Oh, I don't know. She's gonna come in. There's a match happening, obviously, when she comes back. Unless they boot her.
I think she's turning on Jade. I think she's gonna come after Jade.
Could she be the one to take the title?
I hope not. I'm gonna be real honest. I ain't the biggest. Listen,
Yeah,
I'm not the biggest Red Velvet fan. I love me some Kiera. I think
yeah,
Kiera
me and her.
should have her own singles run and do something. But I listen. The replacement is replacing. I'm sorry. Like, not to me, she ain't no diva, Miss Red Velvet. I don't know. She just don't fit them. I hate to say it. I hate to be that person, but I do think that Leila Grey is. She looks like she's still auditioning for the baddies.
Yeah. Well,
But
and Jade already was like, "Aren't you gonna go get me water? Aren't you supposed to be doing this? Aren't you? You know?"
oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think Red Velvet forces it. It feels forced.
Yeah.
I believe Kiera and I believe Jade, and I know Kiera talked about this on the AEW Unrestricted, but I know that she has a close relationship with Red Velvet when they're doing the whole, TikTok stuff.
Yeah.
But Red Velvet has never done it for me, even when she was like doing that whole, hotter than your mom's kitchen or whatever. I just feel like it's always been forced. And I think that
Even that promo with Cody.
oh Lord. Yeah, I thought they were gonna throw her in like a faction or something, like all men.
Mm-hmm.
But
I can see
Rev
that.
just
I think she would be good in a male stable if she was
she
like the
could.
only girl.
Kinda like how Anna Jay is with the Dark Order.
Yeah.
I
That would
just
see that
mm.
Team Taz? I'm trying to think of factions we could throw her in.
She just doesn't. There's something that I don't know what it is, and I have yet to figure it out. But there's something that's missing, and I don't know what. It's not aesthetic. It's more to me like believability and personality. Like
Mm-hmm.
she reminds me of. It's very Valley Girl. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna put too much on it, but yeah, it gives me very Valley Girl. Very. I used to cheer. I went to private school. Like Kiera and
See
Jay,
that more of a character than she has.
it is, but I think Layla just fits
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
more with them, and it's not aesthetic. It's not anything to do with how she looks. Because I think Red Velvet is absolutely stunning. I think she's gorgeous. I just think when it comes to like personality and believability and like she just tries too hard to be that girl, and I don't like that. I want it to be like I want it to be a little more natural.
With
And
them, it's an energy, is what you're talking about, because you could
yeah,
just look at this photo and you could feel their energy. Yes, they are baddies. You know, they're gonna like come for me. Like I can feel that.
yeah.
Like,
And there's believability, and I think that there's something about this. Even when I've watched her interviews and she talks about being a baddie, I'm like, I don't see it because it's more than just a look. Jay tweeted about this, when there were a few people saying that they don't dress a certain way or whatever it may be. And Jade was like, it's not about how you look, it's about how you carry yourself. And that, to me, it just, Red Velvet tries too hard. That's it.
yeah, it's the I'm trying to fit in with the cool girls vibe.
Yeah.
I get it. I get. Yeah, no, I get it. I hope Layla stays because you're right. She does fit in. I hope this hazing is ends.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see. It's nice to see Layla in it, It's nice, Is she officially signed, I guess? What are we doing? We didn't get the graphic.
Figure it out. Stokely said she signed.
Yes. Come on, Stokely, where's that graphic? Get on it. And then there was this promo. We had a backstage with the ladies. Look at this. Look at this. Not saying it was good, but look at this.
Anna Jay should have smacked the dog shit out of Conti.
Yeah, I would have liked a good cat fight here. This is what that promo deserved.
It's giving me Tori Wilson and Stacey Keebler. I'm sorry.
Like worse somehow?
With Jim Ross in the back. Not Jerry Lawler, my bad.
Oh.
If I could smack one person, that I could just smack, I wouldn't even use it for Eddie Kingston. I would smack the dog shit out of Jerry Lawler.
Oh, well, can someone set that up at StarCast? Like,
that man makes me vomit.
Yeah, he's gross.
Shout out to Tony Schiavone though, but this was just awkward. I forget every time how that Tay Conti sounds like Maurice.
She's Brazilian.
Like they sound alike to me every time I hear it, but
yeah, it wasn't great.
Former
it was a little. I understand where they're going, but this is why they need to have more of these segments.
Yeah.
So they can be more comfortable, because it was a little homemade film with your friends.
It was definitely like ruthless aggression era.
Yeah, it was giving me theater class, like, or practice. I don't know, but I'm glad they had something, because they were friends. Like, they were like tight. They were a tag team before anything, so it's nice for them to remember, like, hello, they had a thing going. And the like shady, like, now you'll get on TV, like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't given.
So clearly AEW doesn't have a acting coach on the coaching team.
Hey, I don't know who wrote this, but it's not. It's not.
Yeah. It was like waiting, and they were like waiting for the person to finish their sentence to start their sentence.
It was god awful.
Yeah, but A for effort. Good job. You tried. Please don't stop doing these because we're complaining about the acting. This is why you do them more. This is the main event. We're here. We're at the end.
I was not expecting them to pull the trigger like that.
Oh, absolutely not. I was fully expecting the Young Bucks to win.
Yeah.
Fully expecting it, but here on Dynamite, here at the Dynamite Dolls, we love our Swerve and our Glory. We love Hobbs and Starks. This is our dudes here. I'm a big Young Bucks person myself. I love the Bucks. I am who I am. So I was happy either way. These guys are gonna show out as they do. But I want to show this. Look at this. Look at this entrance. Need a minute. Let's keep this on the screen for a little bit.
When I tell you, God took his time on Ricky Starks. Okay, like when it comes to now, I got a few of them over here. Like at Impact, it's only Trey Miguel. I have only eyes for Trey. Okay, at Impact over here at AEW, I'm a little polygamous. Okay, Isaiah Cassidy, Max Caster, but baby Ricky Starks, and I met all of them coincidentally.
I met Ricky.
That bone structure, God took his time, Lord. I thought they were going to pull out the victory. I really did. Towards the end, I felt a little nervous. Like, I was just like, holy shit. Like, oh my God, he's actually went. But baby, they That was not. This is a good. I like this though. This is a good shot.
Yeah,
Um,
this I saw. I was like, oh man, I have to. You're welcome for the Wardlow graphics and for this, everybody. You're
woo.
welcome.
Yeah,
You're
tell
welcome.
tell the ladies over there at the Wrestling Wind Down, baby. You know they
Lo,
love
my girl
they
Lo, captain of the Wardlow fan club. Shout out
800
to Lo. Buy
war
them shirts.
war daddy.
War Daddy.
Go,
Buy
yeah,
them shirts.
that's something
Yeah.
serious. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
love. The way
Yes.
she feels about Warlow is how I feel about Trey. Okay,
Oh, I listen. I spent a weekend with her in Vegas. We were looking for Wardlow. I know. I know. We didn't find him. We will
damn.
find him in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, we coming for you, Warlow.
I'm gonna send my
We
power.
ready.
I'm gonna send my power. I'm the
Either
blessed.
that or he was hiding. He was hiding. He knew.
But I thought it was a great match. So
It was amazing.
I'm not a big fan. I've said this before. I'm not a big fan of Swerve and Keith Lee being in a tag, but things start to pay off, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're picking up victories, and now you're picking up other things.
A lot of stuff happened. Sorry, Ricky, didn't mean to use this one, but a lot of stuff happened. This is the way I thought this match was going to go. I thought
Yeah,
it was all Bucks.
I did.
I thought I was going to see FTR. I thought, usual, because FTR Bucks. They want to know who's the top guys, best tag teams in the world. So that's where I thought this was going. Oh no, it did not. We have new AEW tag team champions, Swerve and Our Glory. Look at it, bask in it.
I'm happy because Black wrestling matters. Black wrestling thrives, and it's important to have more inclusion of Black wrestlers and people of color to be holding the championships. But I'm utterly shocked.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Utterly shocked. Like this is how we're ending the night, and this was on a good ram, and that means that anything can happen. I don't think anyone's safe with their title, honestly.
I
Jade,
mean, we've seen that with the TNT. That one's a hot potato.
it has been, especially when you throw
I,
Sammy Guevara in the mix, child.
please don't. I hope they have a great long or good time with these tag titles. I want a solid 2 months at least, if not longer. I want them to really kill it as champions. None of this hot potato. I want them to really establish themselves. I don't like that they were teasing them to break up. I don't want any more of the drama. I don't like it. Not these two. These two, no.
Yeah.
So I also have this. I got this because somebody was on his Triple H mode.
Oh wow, I didn't see this.
I saw this.
I saw
No,
the
that.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
That one
Yeah,
too.
I didn't have that one, but yeah, he's on the stage. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was really nice. I know Tony gets a lot of shit for his smile, but this is a really good photo, and I think he's like, really, to me, he's saying like fuck the Young Bucks in this photo. Like I pulled
I know you guys are executives, but also deal with it. Yeah, I love this. But to give me Triple H vibes. This is his point photo. I love it.
yeah, and that's
Tony
good.
Khan, again, you could say what you want about Tony Khan, but he does love wrestling. He loves this. He's
He
like
loves
us.
it. Yeah, he really does.
Yeah.
You can tell, especially from that hug. I know he got a lot of shit for that with Claudio. We actually watched the media. We watched the media scroll. I can't do it.
Scrum.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
It does not do me justice. But I watched it and I thought it was good. And as crazy as he looked, I thought there was a lot of content that needed to be said, a lot of things needed to be said. And we even heard some crazy things, but what is this little ass bottle he got in his hand?
What is this? Juice? It's like
It's-
juice or something. It's so tiny. Would that look normal in my hand? I'm small. I bet you it would. It'd be like a normal size bottle.
Swerve, I'm just gonna say this, babes. Okay. You got your victory tonight, but come August the 20th when you face Spider Trey, Venom Trey, honey, have you want to, address Trey Miguel, you're not gonna get that victory at Warrior Wrestling, okay? So enjoy enjoy your victory here tonight. But when you come to Warrior Wrestling August 20th against Trey Miguel, don't be expecting the same thing. Okay? I just want to let that be known because I know it's some swervettes and swerve heads, in the building. But watch your mouth. Because you listen, you're gonna be facing one of the best. Okay. So, congratulations in advance. But love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Honestly.
But yes, I agree. I know you're not a big fan of them. It seemed a little random.
It did.
But I do.
Now it's paid off. It's paid off. It's
So I do hope that it's gonna be them two and Hobbs and Starks fighting for the titles.
That would be nice.
Those four in the ring are magic. And it's nice to see different tag teams. We see FTR, we see the Bucks. It's nice to see these guys do it. Again, we love to see people of color. We love to see it.
Yeah. It's necessary. We need it. We really do. We made it.
We did it.
An hour and 30 almost.
Woo, it was Brit.
No, listen, it was Brit. I knew it was gonna be Brit anyway because, child, listen.
Well, listen, we had a lot to talk about with the women, which
We did.
You're new here. That doesn't always happen. So, so I'm very excited. We got to talk a lot.
I'm trying to look for the schedule in here because I don't know if I'm gonna be back next week.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
If I'm looking, listen. I'm looking for the injury list. But I don't know. It ain't nothing in here. Y'all don't even got no chairs. Y'all got no tables.
Listen, first of all, I'm very hospitable. I let you name this episode.
Thank you. Thank you, girl.
The girl came in. She had her hair down. She looked beautiful.
She looked gorgeous.
Hope she gives us a photo.
And I'm curious to see, Thunder Rosa prepare for her match. It is next week, right?
I don't think they said. I don't think they said.
Yeah, the injury list I'm trying to see, honey, because listen, I don't mind coming back, but we have to, my travel is a little different. I have to commute over here to this ghetto ass arena. And so, but Al been holding it down, and Al even had them clean up a little bit more. Last week she came in, she popped in, and she was really pissed off because they had everything just everywhere. Suitcases were everywhere, gear was everywhere, no catering, no food, and Al came with it this week. Al brought them up pictures.
I left for 1 week and chaos ensued. Not even a whole week.
You didn't even leave a whole week. You left 30 minutes.
Exactly.
So,
if they need my AEW needs my Virgo energy. This is what they need. I need to come in here and organize. We got to come in here.
Trey's a Virgo too. So.
Oh.
I love my Virgo. I know y'all get a lot. I know you get a lot of heat, but I love my Virgos. My Virgos are my Virgos. But with that being said,
I gave you new champs. You got Brit. Look at this. Women, we had a great week. So
13 women, I think that's what we counted. 13 for tonight. So I love it. But with that being said, this is Al's territory. But y'all know I give the best rundowns in the game. Let's just be honest.
You know it all.
I know it all. Let's just start it. Of course, I'm gonna go backwards a little bit because I want y'all guys, I want you to feel the energy, okay? Later on today, for those that are on Central Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time, we will be having, of course, the Creep Show. It's gonna be crazy, y'all. I'm gonna be in the comments per usual. Y'all know if I'm not on the show, I'm in the comments. We also have the news that will be tomorrow, well, later today as well. And then we have NXT and NXT UK recap show as well. Now, with all those shows, that's 3 shows. Before you go to sleep, okay? The Salt Shakers are back in Impact Wrestling together. Happy Impact Day. We will be doing the post show. And of course, Mickie James and Chelsea Green will be going head to head. So you do not want to miss what we have to say about that. On Friday, AEW Rampage and of course SmackDown post show with Stephanie and Santana. On Saturday, we don't have any shows, so make sure you watch all of the shows from this week. You have 4 new shows, a couple post shows, and so much more. So make sure you check that out. And then on Sunday, we will be back in full effect. No technical difficulties. The Dynamite Dolls, of course, and the Salt Shakers will be together for Turnbuckle Glam. And I'm so excited. And then on Monday, we have of course, the news all over again, Monday through Thursday. And then, of course, closure Monday night with the Salt Shakers. We will have the post show for Monday Night Raw. We're getting closer and closer to SummerSlam, and it's going crazy. And then on Tuesday, don't forget, Dishin Indies has a new day. No more Saturdays, on Tuesdays now. And that will be following right after the news. So make sure you check that out. So you got the news, you got Dishin Indies, and then, of course, close your night out again with the Salt Shakers. How can you not? Okay. Ms. and Mrs., we are on episode 8. It's been a crazy season. We're going to talk about Christmas, and I'm super excited, you guys. So excited. And then, who knows? Al will definitely be here. Al will definitely be here next Wednesday. Mika might be back if she's medically cleared to compete, but who knows? If not, you guys, I will be here, ready, all prepared. Okay, I will be ready. We will push the time back. Y'all know 11:30 Central. But if not, then you will get it following immediately 30 minutes after AEW. So don't forget. Now, if you need a rundown,
somebody Ruby Soho, my partner. I will fight them.
Girl,
who is the Ty Conti around here? Somebody did this.
We gotta tag the social.
Oh wait,
on Monday.
No,
listen. Listen. It's coming soon, and that means August. Okay, the first show. I have a lot of travel in August. I'm traveling almost every Sunday in August. It will probably be on Sundays at 12 p.m., but we're still in the mechanics of that. That is something that is old. Okay, it's not live, so Total Bellas can pop up after. It's not an after show, by the way, since she's trying to be smart in the comments. It's a watch along. Okay, it's actually a watch along. Okay, this was actually recommended by one of y'all, our WWT faithful, who recommended me to do a Total Bellas post watch along, and then TK said, let's do a tag team thing. Anybody can jump on it. Al, if you want to come and watch something with us, you are more than welcome, girl. It is not, listen, we finna have it, and we're gonna turn up.
They have them babies. I watched the whole thing. I've seen the whole thing. I
see, and I haven't. I just started it, and
this is why I really wanted you to see it, because you haven't seen it.
TK is hilarious. Okay, TK
idea. She's gonna run with it
and run with it. No, of course. She asking me, who is this in the DM talking about Nickie Bougie need to do a Total Bellas watch along. So here we go. It will be coming soon, and so when I say soon, it will be within the next month or so. Or so could mean 6 to 8 months. So with that being.
This is why I keep my mouth shut.
I had to get her. TK back for that. With that being said, we also have our merge now. For Your Wear is our sponsor. We are really excited for that. And then we are also a sponsor for Black Girl Magic, an event that will be taking place. I believe I always try to shout them out and then don't forget. I think it's August 19th, but let me check really quick. But it's a event that will be hosted. I typed in Instagram on Instagram, Lord. I'm tired. Let me try to find the post, Lord. It was posted to us. But yeah, it's coming up and we are one of the sponsors, so make sure you check that out. It's an amazing event. Here it is. So it will feature some amazing women. The main event has already been posted. I got the date right. Great. August the 19th, Brooklyn, New York. Tickets are on sale. I think that general admission will be $25 and then VIP tickets are $30. We'll be talking about it more and more as things, begin to develop. But Trisha Dora's on there, Maserati, Willow. It's an amazing event. Black Girl Magic, spelled with, looks like they put two I's, but Black Girl Magic with a K. So if you're in the Brooklyn, New York area or in the New York area or want to just go out and support, please do. We are, it's presented by Women's Wrestling Talk, and I'm very excited. We will have some coverage and stuff for that, so make sure you check that out. And then, of course, we have articles coming out, as time progresses. But, Al, is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No, you can follow me as usual, Al. Yeah, 2 underscores. If you are going to be in the Bay, if you're going to be in Oakland this weekend, California, I will be at Hood Slam.
Hey, I'm jealous.
So I'll be there. Alley Catch, Brittany Wonder, Dark Cheek. Those are the ladies I'm going to see, and I will also get to see Tony Depp in there, and it's going to be such a great time. Hood Slam's a hot mess, and I love it, but in like the best way. So
you gonna give us? You gonna give us?
There'll be some footage. Of course, I got you.
I'm ready. I'm excited because y'all do it big on the West Coast.
This weekend's a big weekend for the West Coast, but I'm only going to Hood Slam. I can only go to Hood Slam. I can't go to GCW. They're going to be in LA and San Francisco. I have to be a good person because I want to go to Chicago for All Out. So I'm only going to Hood Slam. But so if I'm a little late for Turnbuckle Glam on Sunday, it's because I'm going to just jump off the train. So
that's fine, honey. Listen, whenever you need to. I'll be in Louisville, Kentucky for the Derby City Rumble for Impact. I'm calling out of work. I don't care. I've already got my tickets. I'm missing Friday. There's so many amazing matches. And here at Women's Wrestling Talk, it's so exciting to hear when we're like being able, to travel and go to these events. I've been to literally 10 to 15 different shows this year alone. And this is actually one of my first years being able to really go to a show as an adult. And so I can't wait to hear the experience that you have at Hood Slam. I can't wait for the pictures and the videos and everything. With that being said, make sure you guys are following us on Instagram. That's where we post a lot of the reels. On Twitter is where you get more of our opinion. We do post videos on there too. And then we also have videos on TikTok. Now, with that being said, we are exclusive to Twitch. Okay, so anything that's live is exclusive to Twitch. I think we're almost at 250. We're 30 to 40 followers shy from 250. Last time I checked, it was 217, 218. So thank you to everyone who has followed the page. Thank you to everyone who jumped in the chat tonight. I know I saw Jalen, Santana, and Bobby. And then Islam Pride, also one of our new somebody that we've seen new in the chat as well. But thank you guys so much for following us, and for those that have subscribed, for those that support. We really appreciate it because we wouldn't do this if we didn't love it, but we also couldn't do it if it wasn't for you. So make sure you continue to follow us on all social media handles. And with that being said, you guys, of course, I already know you've been rocking with the best. Okay. Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the motherfucking planet. Until next time, you guys.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet.